Hello, my homies. One smart cat doing some Puppet Master, the game, and it has finally released out of early access. The game is out in the wild and people are jumping on it, which is awesome. It's currently sitting at a very positive for the ratings, which makes sense because it is a very good game. And the only negatives I've really been seeing, it has been people who play for like 10-15 minutes and decide that the human is too strong or the puppets are too strong or some sort of misguided stuff like that. And I believe that the only reason people are doing that is because they're making knee-jerk opinions based on the fact that they just don't know how to play the game yet. So I'm making this to try to help people out. I'm going to go to each of the game modes, give some basic overall tips about the game modes and stuff like that to get people started so people understand what the game is. Everything will be separated with timestamps in the description, so if there's anything specific that you want to jump to, go ahead, because we do have a lot to go through. I'm actually going to do gameplay for each one of the games too, so this might be a longer video. Either way, jump to whatever you want to and let's get started. All right, so first off is Thief mode, and it is a 3v1 game type. You can see what it says right there. 3 puppet players must hunt down and eliminate a single human player or bot. Their objective is to do so before the human player can collect and escape all 3 of Toulon's artifacts. The attackers need to reduce their humans down to health bar and perform an execution in order to win. So right off the bat, this is a good mode to start off with, especially if you have a couple of buds to play with. You can actually do a team of human players against the bot to try to chase the bot down and get used to the different puppets or like any of the non-humans. Now, when you are doing this with a full lobby of human players, the important thing to know as a new player, if you're playing as one of the non-humans, you know, that being Toulon's puppets or the demonic toys or the totems faction, the majority of the time, especially if you're new to the game, 1v1ing a human is not a good idea. You are going to lose that fight, and you're supposed to. The humans on the team by themselves, they're supposed to be strong against, you know, individual puppets. I'm probably going to keep on saying puppets from now on. Just know that that's general for the demonic toys and everybody else. So whenever you can, you are going to want to try to attack the human as a group. That's 100% going to be the best way for you to take the human down and then to also start to damage their actual health. Like the end of the description says, the human actually has 2 health bars. They have a white health bar whenever they're running around, and you have to get rid of that health bar in order to make them drop to the ground. Once they are on the ground, they have a red health bar, and any damage that you do to that red health bar stays. They never get that red health bar back. Once that bar is all the way gone, you can do an execution and the puppets win the game. On the human side of this, you're gonna want to stick and move. There are some humans who are more adept at fighting than others, but you have to remember that trying to find the artifacts is your biggest objective here. Anytime that you're able to pick off 1 or 2 puppets, if they're alone, that's great. That will slow down the attack of the puppets if they're missing 1 or 2 people. But when you can avoid it, you really don't want to get into just a massive brawl with all of the puppets. If everybody in the lobby is new to the game, the human will probably come out on top in a big group battle. But once you start playing with other people who actually know how to use the puppets and they know how to attack together, picking a fight with the entire enemy team of puppets is not going to be your best strategy. All of that being said, let's jump into a game. All right, we got a game of Thief going. It was on random. It has made me the human. I got the new skin and the new human. You typically want to save some of your running for getting away. You can use it to, you know, move through the map quicker, but getting caught with no running stamina can be pretty bad. So what the puppets are going to do right now, I don't know if I'm actually facing puppets. What am I facing? Yeah, I think I'm facing puppets. They are going to want to find me as soon as possible. There's a jester. He should not be alone. Jester cannot 1v1 Well, that's not completely true. So this is the way it goes. There are some puppets that can 1v1 a human, but you have to be pretty good. You have to be relatively good in order to do that. And starting off, I would highly not recommend it. So they're gonna want to find me as soon as possible. There are... Bleachwoman is somebody else that should not be fighting me. She was able to get me down though. Oh, maybe it was this blade. Kick the blade in the face. Blade can 1v1. We're gonna stamina away. I'm actually gonna throw this at the blade. That didn't hit. That was too far. See if I could get this blade on his own. I was trying to get him to come inside. Oh, what the hell? What are y'all doing in here? He tried to brick me. I'm gonna try to, since he's alone, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this pinhead. Oh, hi. Go ahead, close this so you don't shoot me again. So I know that there's an artifact in there. I'm gonna go ahead and run around to get that artifact. Since I know it's in there, I'll just come around for it. Hello. Always try to have all the weapons you can get. You could have a throwable. Oh, that missed. I like hit the right at his feet. Alright, we got that artifact. Let's get out of here. Very nice, very nice. I think what I was saying earlier is every single team has a lot of teams. I think totems are the only faction that don't. They have people that are able to see through walls, and that's very important at the beginning of a thief game, so you could try to find the human as quickly as possible. That means like Blade's able to see through walls. The baby Oopsie is able to see through walls. So using stuff like using their abilities are a good way to find the human early, which is important. You want to find the human early. I don't want a fire poker. I like the bone. All right, so since we can see the artifacts now, that means they have access to the Dominator. Hi. Go ahead and lock him in there. There's nothing wrong with running away when you need to, because you will get your health back. As long as you don't take damage for a little while, you will get your health back. So run away when you need to. Open the door, please. Now, the one thing that the puppets really don't want to do is start coming after me one by one, because then it's just gonna snowball into me killing them one after the other. Somebody's right there. I thought you weren't able to see. I am throwing it at people's feet. I thought you weren't able to see the. You weren't supposed to see the puppets' little flashlight. Did he die? Nope, he didn't die. But we're good. Oh, you can hit those to break them. GG, good. Those guys were probably relatively new. This game did just come out. Well, I mean, it didn't. It's been in early access for a while. But I have a little bit more experience than those guys probably. All right, so the next game type is Manhunt. This is a 2v4. I'll go ahead and read the description. Sutek has blocked the escape with an ancient curse. 2 human players must lift the curse and escape alive while fighting off an endless assault of heinous puppets. In order to secure victory, the attackers need to reduce the downed health bars of both humans and perform an execution on both of them. So, in this one, there are 2 human players and 4 puppet players. One of the most important things about this game mode, at least whenever you're starting off, is for the humans to stick together. The reason I say that is because if a human goes down and the puppets start an execution on them, the other human can save them. If they're doing the execution animations, and you're hitting them with a melee weapon, you're shooting them with a gun or whatever you have, if you kill that puppet before they finish the execution animation, the other human can get back up. Splitting up might feel like a good idea, that way you can cover more ground. And if you're an experienced human, that's not a bad idea, but you are going to need to communicate with your partner, using the game chat, saying, hey, I'm over here, I found the statue. Because you have to remember, the puppet team, they can see where the statue's at through the wall. And whenever you are destroying the statue actually wiggles. So if somebody on the puppet team is paying attention, they can see the statue wiggling and be like, oh, okay, somebody's at the statue, let's go over there. And since you have to stay relatively close to the Sutek statues for them to get destroyed, you kind of don't want to be there by yourself. If you're on the human side, at least when you're starting off, try to stick by your human buddy. As for being on the puppet team, this is kind of like, the other game mode Thief, where you don't want to go against the human one-on-one, especially because in this game mode, there's 2 of them. So you definitely don't want to go against 2 humans on your own. You are going to die. So it's kind of important for the puppet team to stay together as well. You have to hunt in a pack. If you're able to get a human on their own and everybody's able to swarm them and kill them, that's awesome. But you might want to keep an eye at where the statue is to make sure that a human isn't like sneak breaking it. But beyond that, there's not too much else to it. So let's jump into one of these games. All right, here we are doing some Manhunt. Nobody picked Blade. So since somebody picked Blade, I picked him. Like I said, being able to find the humans early on is important. So whenever I'm able to X-ray vision, then I will X-ray vision. You can see my X-ray vision meter over there on the left. I'm about to get it. Oh, they found one. Okay, they're both right here. All right, so her being alone right now is not good. But I think I saw the 3 of them on her, so I think they're gonna be okay. I saw the other guy over here. Yep, he's over here by himself. So don't do this. Don't try to 1v1, but I'm Blade and I'm halfway decent, so let's go. I got kicked. Yeah, if you're new, don't try to 1v1 the human. Do as I say, not as I do. Keep getting kicked. Oh, I think one of my friends showed up. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Oh, everybody's here. All right, is this door closed? We're gonna go close this door. All right, she's running off. So she doesn't know that the idol's here. And she doesn't know that her friend's getting beat up right now. He was able to get that first one, but he is in a lot of danger right now. Ooh, do you see his red health? His red health was really low. So the 2 of them running off, it looks like she was trying to come help, but yeah, they're already separated again. Only I'm able to see that. So if I had voice comms on, I could tell them where this dude's at. But for recording purposes, I don't have voice comms on. I'm horrible at dodging kicks. I mean, for as long as I play this game, I'm just bad at dodging kicks. You know, I have no excuse. He's gonna go down again, and he's probably gonna get executed. Oh, did they already get the other girl? I think they already got Martha. If it's showing like, if it's showing the entire animation. Oh wow! I guess they were able to get Martha on the other side. That's tough. That was good. You gotta stay with your human buddy. You gotta stay with your human buddy. All right, let's talk about Puppet Master. That is the name of this game mode. We'll start off by reading the description. Sutek has blocked the escape with an ancient curse. A team of 3 puppets must defend their master. 1 human player must lift the curse while being protected by the 3 puppet players from a team of 4 attacking puppet players. The attackers need to reduce the human's downed health bars and perform an execution in order to secure victory. So along the same lines as the one before this, the human is trying to break Sutek idols, the statues, and instead of having another human to run around with, they actually have 3 puppets that are defending them. So the puppets aren't able to break the Sutek idols. They are purely there in order to be a distraction to the other puppet team, or, you know, to kill the other puppet team. Basically, they're trying to protect their master. Now the team of 4 puppet players is doing what, you know, killer puppets want to do, which is trying to get the human. So my biggest tip on this game mode, because I see it over and over and over and over again, make sure you know what side you're on. If you're supposed to be protecting the human, then you can't damage the human. And that seems like a dumb tip, but the reason I'm saying that is because over and over and over again, I see people who are on the protection team, and the entire time they're attacking the human. They're trying to attack the human, but obviously they're not doing anything. They're not doing any damage to the human because they're supposed to be protecting them. So that's one of the major tips for new players. Make sure that you know if you're on the attacking side or if you are on the defending side. And I can point that towards whoever the human player is as well. Your puppets, because it can get kind of confusing seeing all these little figures running around your feet, you know, having a war against themselves. The ones that are on your team have a small green heart over their head. I think it's a green heart, but they have a small icon above their head. So any of the little ones running around, if they have the small icon above their head, then they are there to protect you. So don't be afraid of them. Beyond that, a lot of the other tips basically apply here. You know, don't try to 1v1 the human, especially if he has an entourage of puppets protecting him. I will say a little extra for the attacking side. Killing the human is your main objective. Killing the human is how you win. So you're going to get in skirmishes with the puppets. That's just going to happen. But you don't want to focus on just fighting the other puppets. If you have an opportunity to go after the human, you know, to avoid the fight and go after the human instead of fighting a puppet, your team's objective is to down and execute the human. So just keep that in mind if you're on the attacking side. And let's check out a game. All right, so in this one, you can start with the Dominators, which I did do. I have the Dominators on. And since I have the Dominators on, we can have wall hacks because I'm able to do that. Uh-oh. I don't want to fight those guys. Run. They really want me to die. Stop. Feels like the leech woman was not on my side. All right. Well, hopefully the wall hacks were long enough for them to see where the human was. Very nice. Would you like to heal me? No? Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I think there's health in here, yeah. Whee! Alright, so the human is trying to do the same thing. They're trying to get the totems, or the statues. And we're on the side that's trying to stop him. This dude, see, that's another thing that, well, like I said, you have to make sure you know what team you're on. Because like this clown is trying to attack the human, but this clown is supposed to be protecting the human. So that clown wasn't doing anything. Ow, don't hit me. Oh, shit. Yeah, so, you know, make sure you know what side you're on. Because I see that all the time. Aw, that didn't hit. And I'm assuming whoever the clown was is now zombitoid. Because he is still attacking the human. Ah, get it, yeah! I'd still hit with the bomb. That's completely worth. This is a very chaotic mode for the human because you have a lot to deal with, and you still need to find the totem. Right now, the human's just here fighting everybody, which I don't know if he's trying to do that, but it's not going to work out for him, probably. He has to get out of here. And like these scaffoldings for the ranged people are just like crazy now. I don't think this human is long for this world. Oh, they're starting to figure out what teams are on now, so that's good. Shit, I missed. Alright, everybody's leaving me alone. That's good. Very nice. Yeah, knowing whether you're protecting or attacking is important. Who stabbed me? How does somebody stab me after the fact? What was that? All right, last but not least, probably my favorite game mode. I like all of them, but this is probably my favorite game mode just because of the sheer fucking chaos that this game mode is. This is Puppet Wars. It has 8 players, and the description for it is: in this puppet-only game mode, 2 factions wage war to see which is the deadliest of the tiny terrors. The team that reaches 300 XP first wins, and this part's important, the red part's important. Killing other players gives you 5 XP. Killing other dominators, the dominators of the opposite team, gives you 10 XP. Whoever has the most XP at any given time will be the MVP, and killing the MVP will give you 15 XP. You can tell who the MVP is because they will have a gold star above their head. If you're able to see everybody and nobody has a gold star above their head, then that probably means you're the MVP. And then lastly, executing the human bot is 25 XP. So the most points you can get is by executing the human bot. That's very important because the way that you win the game is by getting to 300 XP. So executing the human bot is the quickest way to get the most XP. Now, something to keep in mind whenever you're trying to execute the human bot is that you're not safe whenever you're doing an execution. As long as you're in your animation, you can be killed, and if that happens, then the execution ends. So just because the human bot is down doesn't mean you just want to immediately jump onto it. If there's people around, if there's more enemies around than friendlies, you probably don't want to jump on it because the enemy's just going to kill you and then they're going to get the execution. So in essence, the bot kind of becomes like this roaming capture the flag, king of the hill objective where everybody's, you know, swarming around him and having a fight around him. You can turn the human bot off just so that, you know, if you just want to do straight puppet on puppet violence, that is an option. If you do that, I would recommend lowering the points because without the bot being there, it can kind of drag. Like I've had some non-bot games that lasted a very, very long time. I personally always play with the bot on because I like there being a, you know, a central objective where everybody has to run to in order to, you know, get the most points you can. And with that, let's do a Puppet Wars game. All right, so this is another game mode where you can start off with the Dominators, and nobody on my team wanted to be the Dominator, so I will be the Dominator. Just showing everybody, showing my team where the human is. Now hopefully everybody will be on their way over here. Get a quick execution. Ooh, and somebody on my team closed the door too. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. Get a free 25 points. Nice way to start it off. The Jester locked himself in there for some reason. Alright, Pinhead is up there fighting for his life right now. Help him! Help Pinhead! We're coming, Pinhead. Yeah, run, Pinhead, run!
It's a magic thing.
Got a little brawl going on here. In a minute, I'm gonna abandon this to go look for the human. Go ahead and put on my human head. Where's he at? Oh, he's over here.
Go, whilst there is still time.
Why is there a fire over there? Who's behind me? I thought I heard Baby Oopsie. I don't know if I have enough life to get this. Always try to get the executions when either there's nobody around or when, you know, you have more people than the other team. That poor bear has so many darts in him.
Protect the magic from those who seek to abuse it.
There's people spread out everywhere. This Jack is running amok. I don't know what the Jack is doing. He didn't attack me, so that's fine with me. So the other team... Okay, we got this. See, this is why I want to get the video out, because I don't think the other team understands the importance of the human. And that's like 100% why I'm putting this video out, because I want This game is fun. This game is pretty well balanced. You just have to know what you're doing. Like that's honestly like one of the biggest things about this game. And I feel like some people kind of treat it unfairly just because they don't understand the game yet, honestly. So hopefully this helps people, because we're kind of steamrolling right now, and it's not really from puppet on puppet violence, even though we are getting points from that too. But honestly, it's from ooh, nice dodge. Honestly, it's from our human kills. Like our human kills are putting us ahead right now. Humans up there. I feel like that jester keeps trying to close me into doors or something. I'm not sure what he's doing. There's some dolls coming. Close these doors. Give us some privacy. Nice. All right. So what do we have? We're at 66. We need 20 more points. I was shooting at my guy. Oh no, his arm got stuck. He's slowly making his way over there.
The puppets and I will seize at the magic do not fall into our hands.
Puppet can handle puppet. I'm like brain farting. Blade can handle him. All right, very nice, very nice. That is gonna be it for now. This is just the tip of the iceberg whenever it comes to like completely understanding this game. I personally think getting into this game is pretty easy because they tell you everything that each puppet's able to do. There's an offline mode, that way you can practice the puppets and all that stuff. But on the flip side, this game actually has a surprisingly high skill ceiling. You can be a really good Blade. You can be a really good Pinhead. You could be a really good Baby Oopsie. And you could be a really good human. Depending on how much time you put into the game and if you're willing to figure out, you know, the ins and odds of it, this game could also be pretty rewarding. But when it comes down to it, I just hope that this video helps some people out. And I hope that people enjoy Puppet Master the game as much as I do. So thanks for watching the video. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos, and wee.